praise God as I rock the mic. Come on. I praise God as I rock the mic. Say what? I praise God as I rock the mic. Come on. I praise God as I rock the mic. What situation is pitiful? Blackness is critical. Dividing our race and mind, not political. I'm striving with force to keep us on course. Using a pyramid builders as my main source. Our children will guide us with ignorance behind us. Removing the shades that once had blinded us. So off to the crossroads. Straight from my black hole. Communing with brothers. Straight from my Mac code. I step in as God with the mic as my ride. Helping to raise the black children. Take off from my pie. I enter as I'm a tap. Exit as Shimmo tap. Now that you know what's up, make sure you watch your step. I rise with the sun. It's a new day begun. Off the walk on my path. It's a different one. I'm looking for unity, not for no casualties. But working together, we have the humanity. I want through what's given. I'm far beyond 7 because I know and realize that you the two gates of heaven. Black woman, I love you. Black sister, respect thee. Reach deep down into yourself. Save our community. Our laborers on the side. Allah will bless this ride. Ride will rise with truth. Jah will not criticize. Jesus will bless thee. It's part of the prophecy. Look deep into your soul. Truth will set you free. The end is in full effect. Don't be a fool, black. Hope you prepare yourself for a mental and spirit check.
Time for the Daily Toast, family. Time for the Daily Toast. I don't know what's going on.
I praise God as I rock the mic. Come on. I praise God as I rock the mic. I praise God as I rock the mic. Come on. I praise God as I rock the mic. I'm going inside to take a look at all the things I couldn't see in the book. Born on this planet in a mortal mind state. Missing civilized and suddenly broken. Communication with the skill to build. Power to divide as I direct my will. To save my people on the planet Earth.
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I got to go to underground earth.
Sure anyway. Hey,
to my elders as I reach
check
my
us out.
youth.
I'm
Seek
turning on
into
recording.
elders as I
Start
speak
acting
the
up.
truth.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Following the order that's ordained by
make
now.
sure
With my ears, my antenna, and my mic is my ride. Be in the shepherd of the feet. My sheep, sorting my body down. So I'm
Gye-Nyame, Periscope, Twitch.
I praise God as I rock the mic. Come on. I praise God as I rock the mic. Say what? I praise God as I rock the mic. Come on. I praise God as I rock the mic. Say what? I praise God as I rock the mic. Come on. I praise God as I rock the mic. Say what? I praise God as I rock the mic. Come on. I praise God as I rock the mic. Shots to my Baba Kelsey, to all my brothers and my sisters in Compton Underground
We
Railroad.
are live.
And I
Time
consider
for
some
the
specials
bill.
out.
Come on, family.
My brother Water, my brother
First
Seven
class.
Guests, and did I say Hotel?
Go on and lift up these ancestors. Right? Go live on Facebook. Live on Periscope. Live on Twitch. Gye-Nyame.
Peace, family. Yo, thank you for joining us. Right now, feel to out that we are now releasing first free people. Come and learn about Gye-Nyame journey. See some of the stuff we do. Come and join the tribe. Tribe up with us and check out the free e-course. We'll make sure that the URL pop up right about here. And it'll probably be somewhere here. Check us out, family, because we are building. Come and learn about Gye-Nyame journey, and let's build together.
All right, it's time for the Toast, family. Come on out. Let's get it.
Trying to be right.
Daily Toast. Morning. Media G&J Media. We are doing the Daily Toast.
goddesses were black, not just for the African now in the civilization of the Greek. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey. The woman who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her is Circe, who is represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the golden fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero, is a black.
One of the most frequent questions that I get is, where are the children and why do you call yourselves the children of the sun?
I am a genius. My ancestors were geniuses. My ancestors have made me a genius in all that I think, say, and do. I must declare myself a genius. I am a genius. Whenever I am myself, I practice my geniusness and do great things. All my thoughts, choices, and deeds must express my genius.
I am a genius. My decisions must always be in the best interest of myself, my family, my people, and my God. Only then will I and everyone I know that I am a genius.
I am a genius. At all times, my geniusness must reflect my culture. My geniusness must serve my God. My geniusness must make me be one in love and harmony with my family. My geniusness must protect my people. Yes, at all times I must demonstrate excellence because I am a genius.
Oh, it's time to grab your glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kids Magic. Yeah, Magic Rock. Shots out. Here we go. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water. But first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, breathe, breathe, then drink. Take a breath. Take your breath. Now, grab your glass for some water. Grab your glass. Lift your pitcher of that water. Or bottle. Get that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Bam. Just move your body. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your or should water. I say, move, then drink. Move your body. Move your body. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your or should water. I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Lift and pour yourself some water. Pour. Move your body, drink some water. Move it. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces. Eat a culturally appropriate diet. Behave. Take your breath. Come on. Lift and pour. You can do it. Move your body. Come on. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink up. Come on. Drink it. Drink it. Drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Drink it. Lift it. Drink it. Come on. Drink that health in. Drink. 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 Drink your water. Take your breath. Take your breath. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Lift it. Move your body. Come on. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink. 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 Drink your water. Drink. 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 Come on. Come on. Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Come on, pour it. Move your body. Move. Move. Toast your ancestors. Drink. 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 What? Drink your water. Drink. 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 Drink your water. Great Ujima to you. Great Ujima to you. Great Ujima to you. Told you the album is coming, family. The album is coming. Hey, it's time for us to do the toast. Last night we did a show. Man, it was so lonely. It was so lonely. But hey, I know y'all got busy lives. Y'all got busy lives, so I'm not even tripping. So hey, I will be restreaming it today, and also be on the lookout because tonight the Blunt Talk team is coming on. The creator of the Blunt Talk, Miss Navita Nelson, will be having the show. Will be popping off live. She said she got some surprises for y'all. We're gonna be having stories about people and their interaction with the spirit world. But anyway, that's later on tonight. Gonna be sure to check us out on GNJ.media because we're gonna be kicking it. We're gonna be doing our thing. And right now, it is time for us to do the toast. The title of the show today is Let's Look at the Long Range Game. What is the long range game? Right? Family, here's another football story. So, me and my friends, we put together a Sandlot team. For those that don't know what a Sandlot is, it's an unofficial football team. Might have a coach, but we play against other neighborhood teams, no uniforms. And
I had a real good friend, but this friend had one problem. He was a habitual liar. He lied about everything. Everything. Something could happen right in front of your face and he'd be lying about it. He was just a liar. And I knew this. So we was playing a sandlot football game. And I got the ball. And I got hit by one person. I got hit by another person. I got hit by another person. And Joe looked at me and said, this is the final minutes of the game. I said, this don't make no sense. We just started playing. So I just persevered, and I drug motherfuckers across the end zone. Exhausted, thinking we had won the game, listening to his ass, listening to his lying ass. I mean, he brought something out of me that I didn't know was there, but he was lying. Right? Long range game. He brought something out of me. He was telling lies right then in that moment to get me to get across that end zone. And that's exactly what I did. Right? But in the long run, in the long range, because of his dishonesty, I kind of had to pull myself away from him because I kind of seen the type of troubles that would be coming with him. Well, anyway, I just want to tell that story. I don't know what it got to do with anything. Well, anyway, today's topic is, what's the long-range game? Because I hear people talking about what's going on as far as the politics. And the focus has not come, in a sense, to the long-range game. It's about the immediate election. What's our long-term plans, regardless of who is in office? What's our long range? Right? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm hearing all these geniuses, commenting about Ice Cube. I don't hear a lot of chatter out there about ADOS. And I want y'all to understand that is part of the plan. They don't want you to be talking about what ADOS brought. Now, Ice Cube mentions it in his plan because he's legitimately reaching out, trying to get more information, and using his platform as a jump-off point, using celebrity for once. You know what I'm saying? We're getting back to the days where celebrities are doing shit that celebrities are supposed to do. He's leveraging his celebrity and trying to make some things happen. Now, I don't think he's the best. I don't think he's the best spokesperson. I really don't. But I do salute what he's doing, right? And I appreciate it. But now, Cube, it's time to let the dogs loose, homie. It's time. You know, you got that. You got a little bit of bread. You ain't have to spin it. Now you done open the door. Now it's time to assign a spokesperson. To get somebody and you can sit right by them. And when they ask you questions on these interviews, you don't go on the interviews by yourself no goddamn more. You don't go on the interviews by yourself no more. Bring some experts with you. Well, I'll let such and such speak on that one. You know what I'm saying? Because it's getting ridiculous now because everybody is focusing on Ice Cube and Ice Cube plan rather than us. Right? I mean, what's the long range plan? What's the long range, fam? What's in the long range for you? Other than wealthlessness. Right now. With all this going on, everybody rushing and everybody just saying who we should vote for or what we shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? What's the long range plan? Outside of who going to the White House. We got any? Are we going to make sure that this energy that we have right now, is it still going to be viable in December? Nah, wait, we got Well, after the election, we got Thanksgiving, Christmas, Kwanzaa, New Year's. Shouts out to, is it Boo Naster? That's 113. Thank you for the follow. But, you know, what's next? And this is where we got to start thinking, because a lot of us, we get caught up in the moment, the excitement of the moment, and a lot of us is looking for drama, right? We're looking for the next argument, the next fight, the next excitement, because we like when our adrenaline start flowing, and that is not good for a long-range battle. This is a marathon. It's actually beyond a marathon. This is an endurance race. And the question is, are we going to have what it takes to keep on pushing, regardless of who's in the White House, regardless of who's the federal justice, regardless of who's on the Supreme Court? Are we going to be able to maintain this energy? Because right now, what they're doing is stalling us out. They're stalling us out. They're giving us entertainment. I'm hearing everybody commenting on Q. I don't hear anybody talking about have you heard anybody within the last week get into what's in the plan? Have you read the plan? And then on top of that, once again, I'm telling you, all this is a deflection from ADOS. Even though Ice Cube mentions his ADOS, and I have to salute him for that. They don't want to legitimize a movement, right? They want to vilify a celebrity. And by vilifying the celebrity, they will use his connection to all of the organizations that he reached out to, and all of the people he reached out to who are serious about what we are doing, and they will use the negativity they will produce on him and magnify it on these other groups like ADOS and like some of the scholars that assisted him. We got to understand what's going on. So they're using him as a focal point. The one, take your eyes off the prize. We talked about that on the Moser. Keep your eye on the prize. Right? 2, look at Ice Cube plan. Look at ADOS's plan. Look at Lift Every Voice plan. And look at the one-page starter paper called the Platinum Plan. Understand which ones are really for you. That's all I was talking about last night, family. That's it. That's it. You know what I'm saying? We got to keep our eyes on the prize. We got to understand this is a long-range game. If we're going to be in it, we got to understand it's long range. Now, most ADOS don't got no place to go, family. No place to go. So when people talking about, we can't depend on nobody, we ain't got no place to go. We literally have our backs against the wall. We can't go back no further, because if we go back further, we're going to step back pushing our children back, and they're going to fall off the cliff. We have to mark the ground here, and we have to stand and fight. And we have to not only demand, but take what's ours. Because what's left? We done tried the negotiations. We done tried there has been no nicer people than black folk. None. More understanding, more loving. You know what I'm saying? Don't even want no beef. after all the shit that was done, we just want you to get right. That's all we asking for. But no, keep playing games. Like I told y'all last night, Joe Biden showed us. Thank you. I'm going in and change that symbol. I don't like that little zombie motherfucker running across my screen. Joe Biden and his camp has thrown out the African diasporan plan. Right? They threw that out once again as a divide and conquer strategy. This is letting us know clearly what Joe think about us. So at this point in time, family, I could give two fucks about who you vote for. Just understand that regardless of who's in that White House, we are going to have to hold their face to the grindstone to get what we want. We have to put the pressure on all these parties. We have to, listen, we have to be willing, once again, to make everybody in the room feel uncomfortable. Don't allow them to backpedal. Don't allow them to hit us with stupid-ass arguments. Don't allow them to hit us with statements like, if you don't love America, leave it. I ain't got no place else to go. Motherfucker, I ain't going nowhere. My people been here longer than yours. You go somewhere. You take your bullshit and you go somewhere. Leave your cash and your property and you go somewhere. Right? Family? Because it's getting dire. So now we got everybody talking about the Ice Cube piece, but nobody's looking at the plan. Everybody having dialogue about Ice Cube, but nobody is talking about the plan. Right? Nobody's talking about the partnerships that he has and the people that has helped. Have you heard anybody pull up any of the people and have a discussion with any of the people that helped him put this plan together? That's letting you know that they don't want to have a real discussion about his plan. They want to try to call him in and try to embarrass him in some form of fashion. And why are they working so hard at that shit? Right? Or use him to say, oh, he's in support of... And he's not even the focus. The plan should be central. And if anybody out there in our circle know Ice Cube, tell him to stop taking these goddamn interviews. And if he gonna take the interviews, make sure that he got his team on the line. Who are the people that put this together? I know that you was instrumental in bringing it together, but you are not an expert on economics. You can represent by being the lead voice and being the face. But allow the experts to help you put this shit together, sit down and hash it out. I'm guaranteeing you will get no more interviews if you start bringing out the experts who got the numbers, because they don't want to hear the numbers, because they need black folks to be aspirational. They don't want you into actualities. They don't want you into tangibles. They don't want you into real things. They want you to be aspirational. They want you to be in pimp mode, which is hope. All pimps operate on hope. The hoes, I don't want to go off on that right now. But we got to keep our eye on the long game, family. Are you ready? Are you ready? Because this part of the journey is popping off. It's popping off hard, right? Biden, Democrats already let us know what they think. They think that the same old tricks still gonna work. They don't think that any of us have learned anything. So they're gonna do the divide and conquer. Once again, I told y'all they're looking at. I want y'all to think about this. They're looking at the rift, at the young ADOS, and the older reparations movement, and they're running in between that shit to cause a bigger rift. Okay, cool. Our Lift Every Voice and our Lift Every Voice and Sing plan didn't work, so let's go bring out the Africa Diaspora plan. With immigrant plan with color. That's all that shit is. It's an immigrant plan with color. That still cover everybody. Come on now. I can't get me with that shit. All right, so we about to pour these libations. All right, let me do something else real quick while you here. I need to I want to make sure, because my show, we didn't get, I want to make sure people are able to see the show from yesterday. So I'm going to take off one of these videos here so I can make room for it. And we'll upload it. Oh, now I got to find it. What kind of shit is that? There it go. Boom. All right, so I'm uploading it to the thing, and I will be restreaming it. Once again, remember, family, we will be having Blunt Talk tonight. Right? We'll be having Blunt Talk tonight. We're about to lift up these ancestors. Anybody out there that's new that have ancestors that you want to add to the list, by all means, do so. You know what I'm saying? You could type them up in the chat bar or whatever. Go over to gnj.media. You can leave it on the front page. I'll get it as well. You can inbox us on our Facebook page or whatever. At Gye-Nyame Journey Media. You know, let's build. It's time for us to get it. All right. Let's get this ambrosia. Oh, let me introduce y'all to a new member of the family. Y'all see it? Can y'all see it? The mic in the way. Okay. So right here, we're going to be growing some greens. And we're going to be able to have us a plate of greens right off of this in a matter of weeks. All right? Beautiful, ain't it? And it has the light that's coming behind me to kind of crush some of the shadows. So we're going to, look at that. That's nice. That's nice right there. Yeah. All right. And y'all get to watch it grow with me as we go through this adventure. All right, so let's get this toast on and let's get this adventure started. Now, for those that don't know, Columbus Public Schools, for some of y'all that was celebrating that the kids was going back, not in the hell at all. COVID is taking a bigger bite than people expected. All right, so family, I am suggesting highly that you use this time to work on yourself. If you're not starving, because I know some of y'all hungry. I know some of us out there starving. If you're not starving, I would suggest that you take some of this time and really start working on yourself. Get your ebooks together, get your e-courses together, and allow Gye-Nyame Journey Media to help you. Feel free to hit us up on our inbox, and we will help you as far as that. If you need commercials put together, you want to learn how to stream, you want to learn how to podcast, you know what I'm saying? Hell, if you even want to know how to put together a blog, we at Gye-Nyame Journey Media can help you with that. And we also can help you, develop a platform and allow you to use our platform until you get your shit ready, right? So, it's going down. Let's go and do our toast. First, but I'm just, family, I don't want us to miss the ball. I really don't. Because I'm feeling that in a lot of these conversations, we be missing the meat of the conversation. We be missing the meat. And we get caught up in the sensationalization, or, we get caught up in the excitement and the trauma, and we don't need to be. I don't believe we need to be like that. right? And we have to go on and move ourselves and our community to another level. But many of us are happy with the bullshit that is going on. We're comfortable. And comfort is the enemy of progress. Comfort is the enemy of progress. And in many cases, hope is whole food. Let me say that shit again. Hope is whole food. You sell, you know what I'm saying? Hope is whole food. I can't do nothing but keep it. I can't do nothing but keep it real with y'all, family. Stop falling for the okie doke. Let's go on to our toast piece. All right, let's go. First off, giving honor to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call it Creator. We lift up our glass. And we say, Ashe. From there, we move to our ancestors. We toast our ancestors. We lift them up. We celebrate them. We remember their wise words. And we know that we are still, in a sense, interacting with them. Not even in a sense. We are interacting with our ancestors on a daily basis. At least those of us that are open enough for it. Okay? So here we go. I'm going as far as I can by memory. We got Miles Brown, Ms. Ann, Robert the Tex, Anna Davis, Herman Brown, Singh, Rosalie, Tilly, Georgia, William Walter, Christopher Pendergast, and Eileen, Uncle Chris, I'm Fiend, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallar, Montague Pittmanell, Nomo X, Sapet Ma, Rob Malika Fakur, Dr. Marianne Williams, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, the Farmer Elder Miller Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusef Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., Carla Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Starting and Lucy Wright, there, Gail Pulley, and the Luxor brother, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Miss Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Rudderman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Kevin Spratley, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Hodge, Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Well, Levita Farmer, Uncle Sosu, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Evident, Theodis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Linda Dixon, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza, Frederick Davis, Mary Esther Keachler Reese. No, Mary Elizabeth Keachler. Oh, God. All right. My mind is somewhere else. Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keachler Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy Selva Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Percy Moore, Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bolden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hilda Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavina Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mae Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quells, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, May Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Haley Vester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martinier, Elder Amatet Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs, the second Bina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carlos Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Didi Marnares, Jean and Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan. That's the first page. Let me see. Good morning to you as well, Miss Navita. Was Ice Cube playing the No. Ice Cube plan is different than the ADOS plan. I think Ice Cube put that out before he knew about the ADOS plan, but he has started incorporating some of the aspects of the ADOS. I think he's working with ADOS Los Angeles right now. So, you know what I'm saying? Because he basically was telling people that he was open to working with other groups and other people. So the plan that Ice Cube had developed, you know what I'm saying? He's now expanding it, and he's working with ADOS. And if you listen to some of his talking points, he has become more specific with what he's talking about. I'm not talking about minorities. I'm not talking about any other group but black people. All right. Thank you. I think you say Ayo Toxaria. Am I saying Tox? Ayo To Ataxria. Okay. Thank you for locking the shore. It's 2 words. Okay, say 2 words. Okay, cool. All right, we going to the second page. We are on William Walter West, Nigel Perez, LWCG, Fulani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Dees Wallace, DeFriedis Hines, Anders Bostic, Anna Bostic, Winifred Scanderbeg, Wilson Haley, Elma Hine, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Kevin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee, Pintuck Jr., William Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Either Catney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Margaret Carter, Ayoto. Okay. It's 2 words. Ayoto. Okay. I just could say Ayoto. That's cool. So we're going to start back at Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Mark Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles D. Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Leland Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gaston, Jerry Brownlee, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Cathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word the First, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkerson Sr., Emma McClellan, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams. Let me hold it right here. Okay, we got a good signal. Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Gleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Becca Alizano, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Quillen and Bob Hatch, Kibble Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Hare, Tom McKay, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, and Nino Baby Hatch, Hatch Sr., Mally Miller, Housie Hashtag, Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Max Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Manny and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Cofer, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Hairston, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Alvis Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erton Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry West Stanton, Joe Jamel Alls, and Pierce, Donald Carly, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Matt Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Ramy Laura Newton, Shay B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Ward Pruitt, H.J. Brownlee Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Irvin, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Irvin Sr., Michael Irvin, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rashawn Easley, Javan McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Louis Fernandez, Jacqueline Broaders, Reginald Alvin, Mazwin Cofer, George Swan, Imani Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlie Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, and Shelby McClindia. We got Artaraxia. I probably still murdered that, but where is my black book? From the black book, we got Joella Giles, James Carswell. Welcome. So we got Joella Giles, James Carswell, Liberta Adams, also known as Zion Sis. We got Edo Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Poor, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shane Lewis, Ronald Shell Jr., Damian Top, Westina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady Abraham Isaac Condovine, Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Dermonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McHale, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quasi Sample, Candace Simmons, Summer Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sade Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lunk, Elizabeth Johnson, Mr. Thornton, Johanna Jasonda Lynette Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henrietta II, Fannie L. Webb, Den Walton, Alauti Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Sonny Pete Walton, Sonny, separate, my fault, Sonny. Then we got Pete Walton, William Walton. We got Fred Powers. We got Elijah Juan Hakeem and Como, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Creamy Mackey, Victor Bowden. We got Tricely Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Imogene White Talton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Jessica Carl White, Desi Woods, Tillar Woods Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Cynthia Ann Wright, Richard Dorsey, Annie Simpson, Jamara Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Nettie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Edward Webster, Alice Webster, Ivy Webster, Arnella Willis, Ethel Lane, Samantha DeMond, Ethel Marshall, Steve, Dougie Shelton. We got William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Gray, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Drusilla Merle, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Merle, Sylvester Foster, James and Lizzie Winston, Abe and Julia Lawrence, Ozell Leathers Sr., Gladys Cope, Ozell Leathers Jr., Geneva Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known as Tooth the Don, Saber Winston, Chris Kinney, Margaret Minter, Mae Smith, Wynette, Florine Stith Gibbs, Carl William Duncan Jr., Jenny Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko D. Niceal, Andre Martin, Mabel Williams, Terry Brown, Teresa Bittle, LaVonna Kincaid, Carla Sawyer, Reverend Jesse Porter, Deacon Ezekiel Dennis, Brenda Porter, Craig Lee Jones, Granny Beulah, Papa Al Reeseman, Inez Smith, George Gamble Sr., Joseph Gear, LaShonda Jamal, Leroy Riley, Mona Yolanda Hunter, Yvonne Patrice Turner, Herman Reeves, Amanda Reeves, Josh Reeves, Lena Kate, Herman Reeves, Pam Johnson, Vera Reeves Fisher, Jerry Johnson McCallop, also known as Mama Moon, Sheila Ann Lee, Panchita Alba, Donna Brooks, Barbara Moses, Ida Spate, Ira Branson, Eric Winston, Nation Builder Dan Bridges, Francisco Matisse, also known as Sonny, Charles Stevens Jr., King Pleasant, Sarah Keat, Lena Shepard, Burdell Woodland, Mabel Haskins, Wilbert Shepard, Dennis Jackson, William Haskins, Geraldine Jackson, Henry Jackson Sr., Edward Jones, Leslie Travis, and Charlize Barnes. Charlize Barnes. We lift up our glass. We salute each and every last one of our ancestors. If you are new to the list and you have ancestors that you want to add to the list, by all means, feel free to do so. You can plug them in the chat right now. You can go to our Gye-Nyame page on Facebook or even on Twitch. I'll go over this sometime too. Or just go to our wall on gnj.media, and on the very front wall, write their name up there. Brother Atim get it. Say, this is my ancestor. All right. We'll get it. All right. So what I'm trying to do is make sure that the lines are able to be open once we get done with the toast, because we almost there, family. We done did our ancestors. We lift up our glass. We salute them, and we say, Ashe. From there, family, we move to the present moment right now. We are on Ujima. I want to give all of the Ujima babies a round of applause. And if you out there and you like, what the hell does he mean by Ujima babies? What's an Ujima baby? We have changed the days of the week for our own purpose, so we get benefits out of them. So we have I ain't going to explain. Go to the free e-course. Go to the free e-course and find out what we talking about and what we do here at Gye-Nyame Journey. It's a free e-course. You go and learn about Gye-Nyame Journey and decide whether or not you want to join the tribe. Then also you go to gnj.media and sign up, even though the site ain't working all the way. But hey, people been uploading videos. Keep it coming, right? Hey, I just can't stream off it right now. I'm working on it as we speak, trying to get some work done. But hey, so all right. So today is Ujima, and we want to make sure that everybody in the house right now activate the reticular formation, and we want you to go out and we want you to seek Ujima. It's out there. You can find it. Once again, we got to get practiced in being able to see our principles in all situations, good, bad, and different. We have to be able to identify our principles. We need to be able to see them out in the world because we are represented out in the world, family, and it's happening all the time. It's just a matter of us aligning ourselves so that we are able to see it, right? Because the world is sending us so much. We got Ujima baby on the that might be, is that Mama Margarita? Got Ujima baby up. We are so traumatized that we can only see other people's reality. What I'm trying to get you to do at least one time a day is look at ours. Your principles are out there. They're working. Your ancestors out there. They're working. I'm asking you to focus in the moment. Like one day when somebody be like, well, today is, and they say that word, you be like, it's Ujima. And your thought, boom, and you start looking around. Where's the Ujima happening in my life? Right? Because when you see all 7 of your principles gathered, that's where your ass need to be. Let me say it again. When you see all 7 of your principles gathered, that's where you need to be. Ujima, for those that don't speak the language, Ujima means collective work and responsibility. Righteousness is the Modic law today. We got respect is the M7, or what we teach the young people. We got the color blue, as you see by the crispy blue brand new shirt that I'm sporting right now that you can get when you go to gnj.media, click the shop button, and you go in there and you get what you want, right? We got all types of stuff up there. Vibration is the Hermetic law. Male name is Kwaku, female name Akua. All right? So we lift up our glass to this present moment, to the power of this moment, realizing that this moment is ours. In this moment, we have power. We don't have power in the past. We don't have power in the future. We have power in the moment. And the question that needs to go out to each and every last one of us is, what are you doing with your moment? This is yours. What are you doing with it? We lift up our glass. We salute this moment. We make it sacred. And we say, Ashe. From there, family, we move on to our children. Our children's children unto infinity. We lift up our glass and we salute them as well. I can't wait to see what they do, right? Our babies, on to infinity. Because we're going to be around for a very long time if we handle our business, family. Lifting up our glass, we salute, and we say Ashe. From there, we move on. And from there, we move on to all of our relations, and we toast, and we say Ashe. From all of our relations, we move to that selfish toast. This is for you. What is it that you need right now in this moment? In this moment, that can help you move towards the greater you, that can help you move to becoming healthy, that can help you move to become a better thinker, to help you become more spiritual connected, to help you line up your emotions, to help you clean out your intuition so that you can really start using all, all 5 parts of your being to move you forward. What is it that you need in this moment? We say, Ashe. From there, family, we lift up our tribe, our accountability group. Who your accountability group? Who your team, your crew that help keep you straight? My crew is Gye-Nyame. I'm throwing it up. Throw up your tribe. If you don't have one, tribe up. Lifting up our glass, we say, Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? Last but not least, I want to lift up my glass, and I want to salute. The most magnificent, most marvelous, most uplifting, most outstanding, most inspiring individual in the room. I lift up my glass to you. I toast, and we say, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. I wish you peace, power, joy in 100 years. And as we saying in Gye-Nyame, ket in. Because this is our thing. All right. let's see about opening up these lines and having a little bit of conversation with the fam. If there's anybody out there that want to talk, if there's anybody out there who wanna come on in and have a conversation, the black line is open. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right, hold on. Let me go. We're going to do us a nice little transition. We're going to do that one. Yeah. We're going to go to our, we're going to go to, well, first let's go to Gye-Nyame Journey so I can let y'all know what's going on. So y'all see right here, you know, there's nothing streaming on it right now, but what you can do, you can sign in. Oh, man, I thought a video was about to play. I was getting excited. Y'all see me? I was oh! But you can leave your ancestors up here, but also on here, there's other people you could, you know, because right here is somebody. You got Brother Gye-Nyame. You can leave him a message right here. I don't know, because they ain't put a picture up. Sister Sapphire, you can leave her a message right here. Brother Devin, you can leave him a message. Oh, C. Brown, cool dude. I know him. We used to go to high school with him. But also there's mine, because you can leave information up there. So somebody just joined us on the line. Who is on the line?
Who is this? This is Sister Navita. What's up, Brother Hot Tim?
What's up? You got the script ready for the night? You know, I'm
working on it, you know.
What time the show go on? What's the name of your show? Go let the people know, please.
Oh, well, it's going to be called, you know, topic anyway, is voodoo, spirituality, ghosts, demons, voodoo, anything, like spiritual experiences you may have had with the other side, etc., etc., etc. So that is on the African origin of it, of voodoo or voodoo, and the condemnation of it, and why a lot of us look at it in a negative way, how it's been sensationalized and flipped by the European due to misunderstanding of the actual practice. But I'm going to touch on that a little bit, so we would like people to call, give some of their personal experience. Brother Hatim said he has several experiences he can bring, so we could, you know, get a couple of his experiences as well.
Yeah, dance with those
other topics, of course, among other topics. But that's what we're going to our head-in topic or whatever you want to call it today.
Okay. And the name of the show is Blunt Talk. It will be showing on GNJ.media as well as on our Facebook page, on our Twitter page, and on Periscope. And if we able to get the YouTubes up by there, you know, maybe. You know, it's.
So can you show clips from YouTube though? You can do that, can't you?
Well, I can upload shows to YouTube.
So I can't show a clip from there, like live, like I want you to.
What you mean, like show a clip live? I don't understand.
Like while we're on this show, you know how someone said, "I want to show you a piece of this video." So,
and record it and then put it on YouTube?
No, I just want to show a clip of a piece off a YouTube video.
Oh yeah, don't worry about that. Yeah, we can do that.
I don't want to save it
for you want so on our show while we're streaming, you want to be able to share some content from YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll work that out. That's easy.
Okay. Okay. Now we'll talk off the line, but I think you got a meeting today, so I know
who do?
You might be late. You?
I got a meeting with who?
Technical training meeting or something.
I do?
Like you had last week?
Oh, yeah, but that ain't till after the show. Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, it's cool. I mean, but it just be like real late, and you know how we have a good time, and I have to, you know, kind of bring it in, and but I'll work it out.
Okay.
But you called in, so I know you ain't calling about that. Was it anything in particular you wanted to hit on before I jumped down the timeline?
Well, sure. I mean, you talked earlier. I had to log out of my original page, of course, because you can't see what I typed. So I had to go into my backup page And the Ice Cube thing, I watched a clip of him on Chris Cuomo. And like you said, I haven't heard. I've seen different clips outside the Chris Cuomo one, but only a couple. But it always the conversation always begins with his working with Donald Trump.
Right.
Thing.
Right.
And I haven't heard the plan. And I didn't know if you had a place where you what is the plan? You know, there's a clip somewhere where he gives
right.
it?
Ice Cube plan, we covered it maybe about 4. I mean, as soon as we heard about it here at Gye-Nyame, we already ran through it. I mean, the plan is sound, and possibly maybe tomorrow, or because like I could pull up the plans tomorrow, and we could go through it again if that's what people want to do. But you don't hear anybody asking him. They ask him about the similarities in the plan. They're asking him about what they pull out of his plan and put into the platinum plan, but like I seen Roland do it once. Roland had Q come on and talk about his plan, and I'm gonna say that Q is more than qualified to represent his plan, but he might not be the best representative for his plan. Because recently on Roland asked him, he said, for example, well, okay, cool. Because, Roland is good at what he do. Like Roland, just like Roland is the shit at what he do. So Roland asked him a question. He said, well, what parts of your plan did they put in the platinum plan? It was a long pause. See, my suggestion to Brother Q is to stop having these interviews by yourself. It was a team of people that put this thing together. If people want to talk with you about the plan, they need to talk with that team. All right? Mm-hmm. So so boom, let's do that. Let's start bringing that out. These are some of the people that was doing it, because it's good that Cube is using his notoriety or his celebrity as a springboard. But once you use your celebrity as a springboard, sometimes you got to get out the way so that the process can continue. Because they're going to keep throwing shit at Ice Cube and using Ice Cube to get everybody off the focus of what his plan is, right? And try to pivot it to Ice Cube is down with Bush or Trump right now. You know what I'm saying? When that's not the fact. He's being diplomatic. Who can I talk to about this plan? We don't know who's going to be in power. Because the same points and all this stuff that we are hearing Biden got over Trump right now was the same shit we heard with Hillary last year. You know what I mean? On my fault, 4 years ago. Hillary was in the lead. She going to kill him. And then at the end of the election, we got the great pumpkin in the White House.
Yeah, and that's because mainstream media was saying that. But if you would have listened to non-mainstream media sources with a lot of black folks, there was a large sect of black folks that was not voting for her and even not voting at all, which we're running into that once again now, which I want to talk about tonight too.
You ain't gonna be able to talk about it now. You better talk about it now, because if you're gonna do the spiritual thing, you ain't gonna have a lot of.
We can talk about several contents. Trust me, it's not gonna take that much time. But I don't think.
Okay.
Well, anyway,
go ahead.
It's not. So, I seen a commercial yesterday that said, "You ready for this shit, Nikki? This shit is crazy. We don't know who you voted for, but your friends can tell if you voted." As if to say, we gonna shame you if you don't vote, because your friends can look, and they went on how it's public record that people can find out if you voted or not, and blah blah. We won't know what you voted, but we'll know if your friends and your family will know that you didn't vote. So it was almost like a shaming thing.
It is a shaming thing, right.
Motherfucker, we gonna tell on you if you didn't. You know what I'm saying? So you better get out there, because now they know a lot of people are saying they're going to hold their votes, whatever. So it was almost like a commercial, like a peer pressure commercial.
It is. Yeah. I mean, you got to use what you got to get what you want.
Okay, that's a quote from the Players Club, Nick.
Huh?
That's a quote from the movie The Players Club.
Listen, I was playing before the Players Club, baby. There's not no quote from the Players Club. This real life here, Gye-Nyame journey.
Okay. Diamond said that's one of them Ronnie Ho quotes. That's what she said on the Players Club, some old Ronnie Ho quotes. But, yeah, well, that's what they doing. They doing some Ronnie Ho shit. Because they, like you said, they going extreme with it. Like, we going to shame you.
They're going to, right. And then, see, because, and the big part in our community is that regardless of which direction the election go, because we don't have people really standing up for us in a lot of ways, they're going to find a way to blame us for whatever the result is.
Of course, they did it last year.
You know what I'm saying?
Not last year.
Right,
right.
Right.
They were like, the blacks didn't show out to vote in numbers. Okay. So now this year, I think because they didn't believe blacks would not show out in numbers, so this year they're going to shame you niggas.
And family, once again, as Sister Navita so eloquently put it, your ancestors not only died for your right to vote. Well, how do you put it? You say they
not only died for your right to vote, they died for your vote to have power. It wasn't just an issue of just going in and pushing a button or a lever, and that was not what they died for. They died for the fact that your vote for voting power. And so if you go in there and just
give your shit away,
so your vote willy-nilly, that's not giving any power to your vote. So that's a disrespect as well. So vote for someone who doesn't do anything for you, in my opinion, is a disrespect to the ancestors that fought for that power of voting. So the right part means you have a right to participate or you have a right to not participate. That's what meaning that you have the right to do something new.
Right. So a lot of people
for you to use that power in a way where if you have to even pull it, because it does mean something, and silence speaks volumes, motherfucker.
Oh, hey, now I was listening to Jesse Ventura.
Okay.
It might have been 10 years ago. Jesse Ventura did a speech at Google where he said that on every ballot, when people are running for office, and you have something like this, they also need to have a space in there for a vote of no confidence.
You know what? That's a good idea.
Hey, because he said, because regardless of who wins, if more people voted for no confidence, that individual knows that he or she has to really work in order for over the period that they're in office to overcome that disbelief in them. Know that they're being watched. You know what I'm saying? So a vote of no confidence. See, because I have no confidence in either one of these old dried up white men, and I know many white people don't either. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's like the last grab of white supremacy. It's the last breath. And this is after 4 years, this is the best the Democratic. It's so disrespectful. This is the best that the Democratic Party could do. 4 years.
And you see when IQ brought his plan to the Democratic Party, what he said they told him, right?
Oh, yeah. They told him, Yeah, they told him. We'll get to it after the election.
Like your play, you after.
Right.
It's nice and all, but we'll discuss that after the election.
The Democrats are so damn disrespectful that they hit us with the same old games. Always. I mean, they don't even up the game at all. It's the same divide and conquer, because when they dropped this black diaspora plan or the African diaspora plan, you know what I'm saying? Divide and conquer. Like I said, once again, they're running, they play in the middle between the ADOS and the Pan-African family. That's all they're doing. They're splitting us, right? Now, then, on top of that, you got what did you just bring up?
You talking about the African diaspora plan.
Right, no, but they playing us, right? And so then they'll do just wait. Just the whole stall you out.
He throws me off because I think they would think if we're dealing with people of the diaspora, we're dealing with people outside of America, are we not?
No. That's basically an immigrant plan with color. That's all that shit is. It's an immigration plan with color. That's all that shit is. And
but that is people who were not American descendants of slavery or foundational black Americans.
Once again, that's everybody. See, because Africa is one of those words that now they done captured, right? And Africa means everybody.
That's not everybody.
Huh?
Not everybody.
No.
Not
Navita,
everybody.
read the plan. See, because you want to stick to what we talk about. The Democrats done took the African diaspora, and by the time they get done with the African diaspora, a motherfucker from Ireland is going to be able to benefit from that shit. Because I'm part of the African diaspora. All of us come from Africa originally.
Okay, why do you kind of sound like John Henry Clark a little bit?
Well, I was trying to do an Irish accent and shit. I couldn't get it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. But I got you. Well, and we'll discuss that on a show.
But what I'm saying is, they disrespect us so much that they still use the divide and conquer. I guess if it still works, why change? And then they will always give us the hold on, ho, wait, your time is coming. Now we like what you got, but bitch, sit down. We'll talk about it after we handle business.
Which is pretty much saying we ain't gonna talk about it.
We ain't gonna talk about it. I ain't gonna have time. The first 100 days.
If I win, why do I need to talk to you about it?
There you go. There you go.
If I lose, why do I need to talk about it? For what?
For what?
I lost.
Right. I can't do nothing. I'm drop my hands down. If y'all just would have voted for me, y'all let us down. You let yourself down. You let your community down. If you just would have got behind us and pushed Hope. You know what I'm saying? Hope is whole food. I'm trying to tell y'all, hope is whole food. I know some of y'all think I'm saying whole food. No, I'm saying whole food. Hope is whole food. You feed hoes hope.
HOE?
Yup. You feed hoes hope. Bitch, I'm giving you hope. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you hope and a sticker and a piece of gum. But I ain't giving you no money. I'm going to give you hope. Hope is whole food. And it's time for us to get off the whole food diet. We need some real food. We need some shit that we could feel. Right? But, in the news, Columbus schools will remain in remote learning until January 15th. They done pushed it back. And y'all can put that hashtag hope is whole food. Hashtag hope is whole food. When you have a hoe, you feed a hope. What is the Democratic Party feeding us?
Whole food.
Whole food. Hope. Yeah. Hope. Hope that I talk to you after the election.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Hope. You know, and they don't even have to hope for our vote. Some of us just walk up in there like, you know what I'm saying, and just click Democrat on everything. Some of us just do that. But now, and the piece that I'm talking about today is, let's look at the long-range game, family. This is just the beginning. Well, actually, we've been in the long. This is just the beginning. I don't want everybody to get so focused on this goddamn election that we lose sight of the fact that we got major work to do after the election. Ice Cube, Diddy, ADOS. You said who, what?
Another commercial I saw yesterday said that you have to vote because your future
depends on it.
Depends on it.
Depends on your future. See, and
the key to your future is voting. That has never had any merit on what the fuck I do as far as my plan for self and achievement is voting. It has never hindered me or prevented me from bettering my future. I refuse to let it do so. Hell, if that was the case when we couldn't vote, shit, we were still making ways for ourselves when we couldn't vote. Our future doesn't depend on it. Now, maybe certain aspects.
Hey, Navita,
what?
Keep talking for a minute. I need a second. Can you do it?
Okay. Yeah.
Take over.
Okay, so certain aspects of our future may depend on it. But when we're making decisions, even financial decisions and decisions with our families, friends, counterparts, those are things that we have control of in our future. And just because somebody may get in office that we dislike, that may, discontinue a certain program that we may have benefited from, that doesn't mean our future is now doomed, because as we know, as Black people, we are resourceful people. We were making moves and making ways for ourselves even when we weren't able to vote. We were making moves and making ways for ourselves during Jim Crow. We still were surviving and doing well, especially during the Jim Crow era. We made it for ourselves. We had our own stores, doctor's office, groceries, etc. So even if I don't want anybody to even feel like if for some reason, or the future shows a second era of Donald Trump or a new era of Biden, doesn't mean that we're going to now. That's going to affect us in our future. It isn't, because when we do that, we kind of take our future out of our own hands, and that's something that we don't want to do.
You did that. See, you do good. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. So now getting off, and it's kind of hard to get off of that. But like I said, we got to focus on the long range game because this is going to be an all-out battle, regardless of who's in the White House, because we got needs, and as our children become older, and prices continue to increase, and our salaries remain the same, we will really start seeing the effects of the wealth gap, and action will need to be taken, family. It's like, so we're going to have to, you know what I'm saying, we're going to have to be in this. This is going to be a long haul thing, and I'm ready for it. Gye-Nyame ready for it. Columbus City schools will remain in remote learning until January 15th. Last night I did a show, and I kind of talked about this stuff, using the folktale, the horse and the groom. Go and check it out if you get an opportunity. Well, you're going to get an opportunity because I'm going to restream that. I'm restreaming it. I had one comment. Wow. Okay. Yeah, because it was lonely last night. I don't know where everybody was. People was like in bed. I replayed the Blunt Talk. You got 99 engagements. It reached 67 people, but 99 engagements on a replay? Wow. We need to look at that. 8 comments. You had 8 comments. I haven't heard the term hunky in a minute. It is a part of it, but that isn't going to solve racism as a whole. Say that. That's Ife Clark. We got Lisa Alston. Thank you. Thank you, Ife Clark. And we got Lisa Aston. Ice cream cake is the flavor for the strain. Laughing my ass off. Lisa Alston, you got the Vita. You got this, Vita. So you know Lisa Alston?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. I hope she didn't think we was live. Because, you know, it comes on like it's live, but it's not actually live.
I know. I think she must have thought that it was live, yeah.
So, all right, cool.
I appreciate the support.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate the support. So I'm pulling up right now to Buy and Pan, and they so brilliant. Look, you know what I'm saying? So as soon as you come up, they got, you know, you could donate, help us reach our daily fundraising goal. They're at 63% already. And you could, you could donate 15, 32, 50, 100, 250, 500, all in, all or other. Or you could just do like me, click the X. Get none of my goddamn money. All right.
Exactly. Especially after you just told me I don't want to hear no nigger playing.
Oh man,
but you can give me your money though. I'll listen to that shit afterwards. But give me your money anyway.
Right. We'll talk to you. We're really excited about it, and we like 85% of it. So we're gonna give you some hope. Give you hope. Some whole food.
Get in the back of the bus with you, darky.
Right. Give you some whole food. I ain't say whole food. Right. Give you that whole food. Our African diaspora community is one of America's most diverse communities, inclusive of people who speak multiple languages, come from different socioeconomic backgrounds, and practice various faiths, while unique in some fronts. Culturally, people of African descent also share similar values, supporting their families, creating opportunities for their communities, and contributing to America's growth and prosperity. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris share these values and know that the next administration must understand what the current one does not. In America, no matter where you start in life or where your parents were born, there should be no barriers to your success and no limits to what you can achieve. As President and Vice President, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris will build our country in a way that brings everyone along. Immigration. Now, I told you this was an immigration plan with color. It's an immigration plan. So now, rather than just bringing out a black agenda, they brought out the Lift Every Voice. And I heard some scholars and I heard some people reading and say that the Lift Every Voice got enough of what Ice Cube want for him to just bow and kiss Joe Biden's ass. That's basically what y'all saying. But it don't. We went through it on the show. It got everybody. Like this motherfucker here. Everybody. Immigration since the 1970s. The African immigrancy, now they telling the truth, since the 1970s. Want y'all to understand. The African immigrant population in the United States has roughly doubled every decade. Through employment and educational exchange programs, many African immigrant communities have flourished in the United States, building a new generation of highly educated and socially conscious Africans throughout our country, representing nearly 2 million first-generation Americans. It is one of the fastest growing immigrant groups. As President Biden will immediately do away with the Trump administration inhuman immigration policy. He is committed to preserving the long-standing principle of our immigration system to reunite families and enhance our diversity. Now, have Africans been majorly affected by what Donald Trump immigration policy is doing? There is no African, I could be wrong, but this shit that they're talking about does not deal with Africans. This deals with what's going on south of the border.
Yeah, that's definitely what it's doing.
Preserving long-standing principle of immigration system to reunite families and enhance our diversity. So now, if he talking about the reunite families because they broke that shit up, that's some down south shit around the border. Now maybe they talking about reuniting families of some people that's here. I don't, but I don't want to take it too far. I ain't gonna spend too much time on this shit. Keeping families together by providing a roadmap to citizenship for nearly 11 million undocumented immigrants, including dreamers. See that? Including dreamers. Where you at? Let me highlight that. Who the dreamers? Anybody know? Who the dreamers?
That's the most of the Mexican immigrants or the.
So even in the African diaspora plan, did you hear what I told you about? Eventually, somebody of Irish descent will be able to get something out. Everybody, they're going to mention that. Reversing the travel ban aimed to decreasing legal immigration to the U.S., including the Muslim travel ban, which has severely impacted Nigerians, Sudanese, Somalian, and other diaspora communities. Restoring America's historic commitment as a place of refuge for those fleeing war and persecution. Okay. Y'all do that if they want to. Economy. Mobilize American manufacturing and innovation, creating millions of good-paying union jobs. Family. In most cases, all manufacturing jobs are gone from America. It makes no sense for America to manufacture shit that we could get from China, where they are able to pay their people little to nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So
Bangladesh,
Yeah, y'all know what we saying. Check the back of your shirt. Check the back of your T-shirt. Build a modern infrastructure and an equitable, clean energy future to meet the climate crisis. So once again, this is a vehicle to cover everybody. Support our educators by giving them the pay and respect they deserve. Come on, family. Y'all don't see. So they dropped this plan, and once again, it covers everybody. So even the people in the African diaspora need to be able to look at this and be like, this is some bullshit. Y'all gonna have to be fighting too, because I'm done. And like I said, my issue is not who you vote for. I could give two fucks. My question is, are you ready to do the full court press once they're in office? Are you ready to do the full court press once they are in office? Right? So they're splitting us up, family. And a lot of us gonna fall for it. I'm not fighting with my extended family. But I am gonna let motherfuckers know who really need to be at the table for certain meetings and who don't. I will be.
Oh yeah, that's not fighting.
Oh,
it's just
they're gonna make it look like it.
Of course, and you have even people here like, well, they're divided. Adolf is divisive. I've heard that. That's not divisive. It's kind of like, because Jews are white and whatnot, and it's kind of like when Jews were granted reparations, they didn't bring other whites to the table on that may have been subjugated in America some kind of way. They didn't bring well, what about the Irish? They didn't bring them into it. It was specific to the Jews. They didn't start going for no diaspora shit when it came to them getting their compensation / reparation. They made it specific for Jews. They didn't, and that's it, and you didn't even hear a fight like, well, what about us other subjugated white groups in this country? We need to be a part of that too. And it wasn't even a big uproar about that, but it's always some type of diversity, calamity, confusion involved when it comes to, Adolf people of that Adolf category.
Right. It's called divide and conquer. Once again, they use the same strategy on it because they don't respect your intelligence. They don't think that you can learn. So they use the same strategies on you over and over and over again. And some of us could call it out, but others of us will constantly and consistently fall into the fuckery. Family, stop falling into the fuckery. It ain't cute,
Stop
kid.
it.
You know what I'm saying? Stop falling for the bitch craft. It ain't cute. It don't benefit us at all. We got to remember we fighting for our children's future. You know what I'm saying? We fighting for our children's future. I don't know what. Well, I take that back. Exactly. And I take that back. I don't know what y'all fighting for. I know what I'm fighting for. I can speak for me. I have a responsibility. I have babies here. You know what I'm saying? I have babies here. And I have grandbabies here. So I have to fight. I have to let y'all know. I have to get up every morning and do this. I have no choice.
Instead, and I'm going to get off of it, instead of them addressing the issues as far as what Ice Cube put on his plan, and this reminds me of something Illumila said on our Graham Cracker show. They will go to a Cardi B, and they'll go to, like I seen a video of Biden and Kamala dancing through the, crowd, and there was, other people surrounding them, and they was dancing and all of this and shit. They'll do all of that because, like Illumila said, because they just think we some dancing Negroes. All that other shit don't matter. All they got to do is show up and do some what is perceived to be a black cultural thing, and that's all they need. Now, when you asking us to do some real work,
no, asking for the work.
Specifically black, we ain't gonna do that. But we'll pull the hot sauce out the bottle. I'll tell y'all that I'm a fan of Cardi B, as Kamala claims that she is, and then I'll even get out here and do a little dancing, or I might even play a saxophone, or what have you. But when it comes to those issues of addressing black-specific issues, black American descendants of slavery, they don't do that. And that should be an insult to black people for real.
We can't deal with that black stuff.
The motherfucking Cabbage Patch and shit, or whatever. Fuck the dab and the nay-nay and shit. We'll do that for you niggas. We'll dab and nay-nay and put some red hot sauce on our shit. Get y'all all involved in that. Now what about equal opportunities for blacks specifically? Oh, now come on now. I know how to do the nay-nay though. Ain't that enough for you niggas?
Yeah, so
Kamala Harris even stopped perming her hair, and she had she's quit getting her pressing curl trying to impress folks.
So, but it is what it is. We are what we are, and we have to understand that we are we have been in a long fight, and nobody's denying that. But what I'm saying is, first off, I want to salute Ice Cube. I'm going to even salute Sean Diddy Combs, because I heard his interview, and I'm sitting up here, what is people mad about? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, well, he trying to get the bag. Okay, cool, but nigga is cloaking it in your talk. And if you can't take advantage of that shit, don't be mad at him. You know what I'm saying? I'm listening to Diddy, and, Diddy's shit is sounding like Cube's. You know what I'm saying? And I'm listening, and we all know, Sean, about them dollars. It's all about the Benjamins, baby. He let you know. But he's cloaking it in our talk, which means that he's opening it up so that we could get in and we can have conversations with people that can actually make some changes, or at least get enough people behind what we're doing to actually be able to affect some goddamn change. But, hey, people missing the boat. They missing the boat.
They taking a dinghy.
Oh, man. But let me go and get up out of here. I got to go and get over to the adventure. It's the adventure time at Gye-Nyame House.
For your adventure today. Everybody else enjoy their adventure, and I'm out.
I'm out, too. Oh, I'm sorry, Brother Kwame. Blow a horn, dance, and sing, and we're sold on them. Is that what it takes to court us for our vote? You know, just act like you belong. Until my birthday, January 15th, and of course, the Honorable Reverend Dr. MLK Jr. Hope is whole food. Who is that on Gye-Nyame? Hope is whole food. That's right. Whole food. Hashtag whole food. I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of motherfuckers feeding us whole food. I don't know what to do. But I'm gone, family. Don't take no whole cakes. And don't take no whole food. We need some actual factuals.
Peace, family. Yo, thank you for joining us. Right? And I'm thrilled to announce the fact that we are now releasing our first free e-course. Come and learn about Gye-Nyame journey, see some of the stuff we do. Come and join the tribe. Tribe up with us and check out the free e-course. And we'll make sure that the URL pop up right about here. And it'll probably be somewhere in here. Check us out, family, because we are building. Come and learn about Gye-Nyame journey, and let's build together.
All right, it's time for the toast, family. Come on out. Let's get it. Trying to be right. Daily toast. Tomorrow morning. We are doing the daily toast.
Women, but the most important goddesses were black, not just for the African now in the civilization of the Greek. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey. The woman who draws, who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her, is Circe, who is represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the Golden Fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero, is...
One of the most frequent questions that I get is, where are the children, and why you call yourselves the children of the sun?
am a genius. My ancestors were geniuses. My ancestors have made me a genius in all that I think, say, and do. I must declare myself a genius. I am a genius. Whenever I am myself, I practice my geniusness and do great things. All my thoughts, choices, and deeds must express my geniusness.
I am a genius. My decisions must always be in the best interest of myself, my family, my people, and my God. Only then will I and everyone I know that I am a genius.
I am a genius. At all times, my geniusness must reflect my culture. My geniusness must serve my God. My geniusness must make me be one in love and harmony with my family. My geniusness must protect my people. Yes, at all times I must demonstrate excellence because I am a genius. What is a lion without his pride? What is a whale without his pod? What is a monkey without his troop? What is a wolf without his pack? The answer is very simple. They are the same thing that a human being is without a tribe. Pray.